little Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. My name is Mercedes, I am the face behind Brushfly MUA, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. Why not consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you're not new, hi, welcome back, make sure you're subscribed. And I've realised I haven't put my lights on, hang on. Okay, that's a bit better, you know, fairy lights in the background is pretty. So today's video I'm going to be testing out some W7 makeup products. So I actually bought most of this around my birthday last year, which is December, and I still have not got round to testing it out, much to one of my friends' not delight, is it? It's the opposite. She's annoyed because, oh, she's not annoyed, she might be annoyed. I hope you're not annoyed, Ellie. But when I bought this one, she was like, oh, let me know how it goes because I want to know if it's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. If it is, I'll get it, but I won't buy it till you say if it's good or not. And I have kind of left it months and months and months. So yeah, hi Ellie. I'm going to test out this today for you and for me. And I want to say congratulations to Ellie as well and her fiance Tom. I was going to say boyfriend, but yeah, congratulations on your engagement. So yeah, I have some interesting products from W7. I don't have enough for a full face, but it's near on enough for a full face, other than like foundation, concealer, blah blah blah. So I have a primer, I have a bronzer and a highlighter, I have an eyeshadow palette, I have a setting spray, a mascara, a liquid eyeliner and a lip gloss. So I have quite a few products here that I want to test, and I'm actually really excited to test them because they have been sitting on my makeupy desk for quite some time, and I'm that type of person where I'm like, I can't use it until I've reviewed it, and then once I've reviewed it, if I love it, I can use it. So yeah, hopefully they haven't just been sitting there for a while and then I don't like them, because then that would be really, really disappointing. But yeah, let's dive in. So first up, I need to move my fringe and then do some serum and moisturiser, ready for the primer. So my serum today is my Revolution Super Dewy one. I'm actually getting through this quite quickly, but I love it, and I thought it kind of stays with the drugstore feel because W7 is definitely drugstore. So put this on. And I hope like my camera looks okay. I've got a new phone, so I'm filming off my new phone for the first time. And it was really annoying. I was like, oh yeah, I've got a new phone, maybe I'll be able to film in a wide angle because, you know, YouTubers prefer a wide angle lens. No, because the camera is still at the top of the phone. And I turned it and I tried to sort of look into it properly. I can't film that way. So you know, this angle it is, sorry. But my moisturiser today is an Olay one, so it's a bit on the dearer side of drugstore, and it's a 7-in-1 anti-aging moisturiser. My lovely nanny gave this to me because I was moaning, now that I'm 31, that I'm starting to see some fine lines and wrinkles and my skin hates me. So she was like, try this is my go-to. So thank you, nanny. I'm going to give this a go, see if I like it. I also have an eye cream, which is a number 7 eye cream. Again, not very drugstore-y. Oh, and I threw it. But you can find it in the drugstore at Boots. It's a little more on the high end. Like, I don't get number 7. Like, their makeup is normally quite affordable. But their skincare tends to not be that affordable, in my personal opinion. So I'm just going to pop some of this on. And I like to do it here because I get like little frown lines, and then I put it in my smile lines. I look beautiful. But I learnt this trick, I think off of TikTok or something, where if you put eye cream in fine lines or smile lines, it just sort of, I don't know, puffs the skin back out. Like, it doesn't puff your eye skin up, but it does something. Sort of fills them in a little bit without having to go get filler. Which probably will have to one day. The rate my frown lines are going. And it's not that I even frown a lot, I have really sensitive eyes to the sun. So when I'm out, and I used to love wearing my sunglasses, but now we wear masks, I just find it really irritating having a mask on and your sunglasses because they just steam up. So now I've sort of avoided my sunglasses and I'm walking around like that all the time, trying to like squint because I can't really see. So winning at life. Okay, so now I need to try out the primer. So this is the W7 Princess Potion Complexion Booster Primer. So give it a little shake because it has been sitting on my side for quite a while and I don't know if stuff like that settles. Let's just have a look. Oh, okay, so that's very pink. And I guess you just... Oh, okay. Hopefully it'll boost my complexion. My complexion needs it. Oh, that smells really nice. I don't know how to describe the smell. It smells kind of fruity, but a bit like you know, like the spiced apple candles you can get at Christmas time. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. That's actually really nice. It does feel quite thick on the skin. I'm not sure I needed as much as I put on. I think you only need a little bit. I don't know if it's quite silicone-y, but you know it's there. And it does stay a little bit tacky. Hopefully that means it will grip my other makeup really well. And I won't have to redo this makeup before I go on the school run. Okay. I really like that smell. That smell is lovely. Okay, so my foundation today is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid in Ivory, Natural Ivory. So when the first lockdown hit, I desperately needed foundation, but a lot of places were not selling makeup unless you went online. But I was still at work and I won't leave the house without makeup. So I was like, I need some foundation. So I found this in my local supermarket and I wore it to death. I literally emptied the whole lot and it has become one of my favourite cheaper drugstore foundations. And it's got hyaluronic acid and collagen in it. So I think that's why I like it, because my skin is so dry and it definitely needs the hydration. So there we go. So my concealer today is the Revolution Eye Bright Concealer. Again, quite a drugstore-y price tag. I will say I've just put the foundation on and my skin still feels a bit tacky from the primer. Like, my skin doesn't normally feel tacky with that foundation, so I'm hoping it just means it's ready to grab the rest of my makeup and it's not going to look funny. But yeah, I mean, it's quite heavy, like I can feel it on, if that makes any sense. And my blush for today is also a Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush in Flushing For You. So, I'm going to put this on. I guess again, I'm trying to stick with the drugstore, but then I think the rest of the products after this are all W7. I know it seems like, oh, she's using different products throughout the whole video and it's meant to be W7. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So I now need to do some bronzer and highlighter. So this is the W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow. It is most definitely a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. I mean, obviously the packaging is slightly different, but you know, compared to the Aldi one last year or the year before where they actually got sued for downright copying Charlotte Tilbury one, so at least this one is duped, not copied. So inside you get the two, you get the bronzer and the highlight. You also get a weird skinny little mirror up here, which is kind of weird because you can't actually see much of your face unless you hold it quite far back. You can't really see much of your face. I think it's a bit of a pointless mirror. Obviously I would have preferred a fuller mirror, but then does that make the packaging too much like Charlotte Tilbury's one? So I don't know. I'm gonna swatch both the shades. So this is the bronzer. Quite a nice shade. This is the highlight. Again, seems quite a nice shade. So I'm going to go in. I like to use an angled brush for bronzer. So I'm hoping this picks up okay and it's not too dark. And I think I'm going to use my little mirror as well, just so, oh, I might have picked up a lot. Oopsie! Wow, that's actually darker than what I expected. And the thing is, where my base was so sticky, I think it is literally just grabbed. I'm just going to have to keep trying to blend that out. Oops. Definitely went a bit OTT. Okay, so I've kind of blended it out. I'm going to go in with powder in a minute and just try to tone it down a bit more. It is actually quite a nice bronzer. Like this side I didn't pick up as much and it does kind of blend out okay. Obviously if you apply too much it's gonna look really muddy, so it definitely needs like a gentle touch. But other than that, hopefully when I use my powder it will sort of de-muddy it. But let's go in with the highlight. Highlight is actually really pretty. I hope you can see it on my camera. I only have my little baby ring light on today because my husband's gone fishing again and has taken the power pack for my ring light. Seems to be the case. So I've got a mini ring light now which I sort of charge up and it keeps its charge. Obviously it's not as big as my other ring light, so it only gives off a little bit of light. So I'm hoping you can see this. Okay, so that is actually a really nice highlight. I think I put a bit too much on my nose. I don't like having a shiny nose. Like you get a lot of YouTubers and influencers. Yeah, influencers that will go to town with highlight on their nose, and I'm just like, no, it shows up every little thing on my nose, any texture I've got on there, it shows up. It's not nice, so no. Okay, so that is nice. The bronzer is obviously one you need to have a light touch with. Obviously, because it is quite pigmented, maybe it would reach a sort of light to medium skin tone. So if you had a skin tone a bit darker than mine, you might be able to get away with this bronzer. Obviously, the only downside is where I bought it from, they only had this one. They didn't have like any other shades in the range or anything. I don't know whether they do other shades, maybe, maybe not. But you know, for a light to medium skin tone, I think you could get away with this. Okay, so I'm going to try and powder that bit. And I have my Charlotte Tilbury little baby powder, which I've actually hit pan on, which I'm kind of happy about because I never hit pan on powder. But at the same time I'm kind of sad because I like this powder and I don't want to pay £1 million for a new one. Okay, now I need to do eyes, but before I do I need a drink and just a little something to eat. I'm absolutely addicted to these at the minute. My friend at work, Claire, she loves these and she told me I really needed to try them, so me and my husband did, and they are flipping gorgeous. Like, they're really addictive, and this is a share bag. I ain't sharing. Like, I actually bought them to have tonight because obviously my husband's fishing and I thought when the girls go to bed I can sit and watch a film or something. No, I decided to eat them now. Why not? So I'm now moving on to eyes. I'm just going to quickly prime them with some Revolution eye primer. I don't know if this is more of a W7 video or more of a Revolution video. Oopsie. And here is the eyeshadow palette. This is the W7 Romanced Neutrals in Love eye colour palette. It actually has like a really nice sort of dusty rose colour packaging. On the inside you get a nice mirror. You get how many shades? 14 shades, a mixture of mattes and shimmers. You get a nice little brush here. It does give me like Anastasia Beverly Hills vibes. Like this is very much how one of their palettes would look. I've got one of them. It's the really pink one. So yeah, this is the one I have. It's the Alyssa Edwards one. And you open it up, you get the brush there, and you have the 14 shades. Obviously this is not an exact dupe because the colours are different and they are slightly smaller. These ones are slightly bigger. But obviously you can see kind of how the packaging is kind of the same-ish. I'm just going to take the little plastic protector off. Crap. It broke. Okay. So yeah, brushes are meant to obviously stick together, but mine's a little bit broke. Might still be able to use it, and perhaps I'll super glue it later. I do have to say, like, Aldi did a version where they have brushes like this. Theirs were like dupes for the Too Faced palettes, and those are actually some of my favourite eyeshadow brushes. So I'm not going to diss these or this, but you know, the fact that it's falling apart already is not giving me good vibes, but we'll persevere. So I might just quickly swatch all the shades in here. I have no idea what eye look I want to go for today. This is a very sort of neutrally palette, so it does look really nice and cute, so probably be a neutralish shade eye look, you know what I mean. Okay, so these are all of them swatched other than this one and this one, which is the bronzer and highlight palette. So this shade here is called Infatuation, then we have Passion, Fling, Ever After, Crush, Valentine and Desire. Then we have Lust, Amour, I think I'm saying that right, Fairy Tale, Date Night, Romeo, Affair and Black Book. So it does actually swatch really nicely. I have no idea what kind of look I want to go for, but yeah, I'm just going to have to play around with these shades. I think some of the metallics are absolutely sort of stunning, like this pinky shade here. Oh, that is actually really pretty. So yeah, they are actually all really pretty. Love them. So my eyes are primed. Let's just dive in. What am I going to go with? I kind of want to go in with this shade here. Lust is like a transition-y shade. I'm going to attempt to use the brush. See how I get on. If it falls down my face, no laughing. It's not fair. It's rude. I'm joking, you can laugh if you want. Okay, that's actually really pigmented. Like the bristles feel really nice and soft. Picks up the shade fine. It's gonna need gluing. Maybe they've got to glue it, they just stuck it together and didn't glue it. So I'm now going to go in with Fairy Tale and just sort of blend away at the top of the shade that I first put on. Now I'm going to go in with some concealer and just do like the inner section of my eye, and then I'm going to put a different colour on top. And now I'm going to go in with a bit of Fling just to see what it looks like. Okay, so I've done that one. It was quite a chalky shade, and I've noticed on this side it's a little bit more patchy than this eye. I'm not sure if I like that. I think I might go over the top of it with a metallic shade or a shimmery shade. Ever After. It's kind of like a pinky shade. I think I can get away with doing it with my finger. We can hope. No, it's not that kind of shimmer. You need to damp down the brush, which is fine because we have the setting spray, which actually looks really, really pretty. And it reminds me of a Revolution one I had. So, ooh. Oh, that did come out quite gold on the brush. I hope it's not too gold when you spray it on your face. Okay, so damp down, definitely a better shade, quite beautiful actually. I like it. That's on. I want a bit of inner corner highlight, so I might go in with Amore. You know what I mean. And then I might go in with Date Night just under my lash line. Let's go back in with the first shade last I used, just to sort of deepen back this bit because it kind of looks a bit wishy-washy. Like really crazy. It looks like I've gone really wide around my eye, but okay, we'll just roll with it. Hopefully we can trust in the process that when I put mascara and eyeliner on, it won't look this bad. The product is not bad, I think it's the way I've applied it. So the eyeshadow palette, it's not bad. It's not my favourite eyeshadow palette that I have in my collection, but it's okay for the price. I think it was only about £6 from where I got it from. Didn't break the bank. Some of the matte shades are nice. They do kind of blend together, but if you do it too much they do sort of disappear, which can happen with some shades. The metallics, really nice. I dampened it down. It looks really, really nice. This one I didn't dampen down for my inner corner highlight and actually is really, really lovely. Fling was the only shade that I used that I wasn't overly keen on. It did sort of flake a little bit and then it went a bit patchy and a bit chalky. But you know, most of the other shades that I have used, I like. I think you could create some really nice eye looks using this. And if you're on a budget and you want a nice dupe for like a neutral Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, this could be quite a good dupe, but you just have to sort of learn how to use it. It's not going to be like mega pigmented and mega beautiful formula like you get with the dearer brands, but this is not a bad palette. I do kind of like it. The next thing I have is the II Captain liquid eyeliner in black. I already know I love this. I have been using this for weeks, and it's really, really good. I've used it to the point that I've actually broke the packaging. I hope it's still okay to use because I don't know if air can get to it, but this is so pigmented black and it lasts, it applies really well. You can even draw with it. Like the tip on this is really, really good. So I actually like this, and I think it was only £3.50, and I think for £3.50 this is a damn good eyeliner. So I already know I like this, but let's use it anyway because you haven't seen it. perfect. Love it. I'm just going to do the other eye because that was really awkward. I never do eyeliner on camera because, I don't know, I tend to get the shakes, but I think I did okay with that one. So I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so my eyeliner's done. I had to go back in and chunk this one out because this one went chunky because the doorbell rang and it made me jump and I sort of so yeah, my eyeliner today is very chunky eyeliner, but you know, hopefully it will look alright when I've got the mascara on. So this is the W7 Absolute Lashes. This actually reminds me of, is it Benefits mascara, I'm hoping. So let's have a look. Oh my god, that was a struggle to get out. So this is the brush, plastic and spiky. I normally like the hairier brushes. I don't normally do the plasticky ones, so we'll see how I get on. Actually even putting any on. Let's get a different mirror. Oh my god, it's not even doing anything. I know you're not meant to do that because it pushes air into the tube, but it's like it's dried out already, and I only opened it this morning. It's like it's not got any juice in it. Doing nothing. Like, yeah, I don't think I like this. It's not really giving me anything. Okay, so that's a dud. I don't know whether I literally have just bought a dud. But I literally only opened it this morning. So I'm going to go back in with my Revolution 5D Lash Mascara. This is the one I've been using every day, although I was nearly out, or I'm nearly out. So I was hoping that one would be good because then I'd have another mascara and I wouldn't have to buy another mascara. Okay, so I now have mascara on. I actually am really disappointed with the W7 mascara. I really thought it was going to be nice. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the packaging, and the packaging is similar to another product that I thought, oh, it's going to be nice. It'll be fine. But yeah, dry as a bone. So, I have a lip gloss here. This is in 03 Pink Diamond. So it is. So it's more of like a clear gloss with some pink sparkles in. Could be quite nice, especially because I've gone for quite a big eye look today. So just gonna go ahead and apply this. Okay, so this is actually a really pretty gloss. It's quite heavy. I did put quite a bit on though, so that could be why. To me, it looks like just a clear gloss with a tiny hint of pink in it. It doesn't look like how it does in there, but you know, it is actually quite a nice gloss. It gives you a nice glossy lip. It's not too in your face, and although it's quite heavy and sticky, it's not like ridiculously sticky that, you know, it's more silky than sticky, so it's actually quite a nice formula. The only real downside is the smell and the taste is a bit like old plastic. If you watched my faves and fails video, there was a lip gloss from Revolution in there, and I said it smelled like old sweaty PE hall, like the old mattes you used to get. When you first put this on, it kind of has that smell and taste to it, but now it's on, I can't smell it and I can't taste it. It's kind of just as it comes out the pack or as it comes out the tube, it has that smell, but now it's gone. So, you know, not horrendous, it's okay. Lastly, I have this. So this is the W7 Ready Set Glow in gold, and it is an illuminating setting spray. So you give it a shake, and then you get all the gold swirly whirlies in there. So I'm actually really scared because when I sprayed this just now, like to dampen down my brush, it did look quite gold. But you know, we're here to give it a go, so we give it a go. It smells nice. Kind of has like an undertone of watermelon or something. That's really nice actually. I don't know how far away to hold it. Ooh. My forehead, it looks really glittery. I'm so glad I've got a fringe. I'm definitely gonna have to brush my fringe down. It's one of those sprays where it's got like gold glitter specks in it. So when you look at your skin, I think if you had really good skin and you could get away with like a little skin tint, and then you put this on top and it has like that really youthful glow to it, it could actually be really bronzed and sun-kissed and pretty. Very illuminating, I would say, although I think this whole makeup look is kind of illuminating. Like this, really nice primer, quite tacky, but it does kind of leave your face looking dewy, like it doesn't mattify it, which I kind of like. I'm not mad at it for that because my skin is really dry anyway, and so I think I like this. I think I like it a lot. Might as well just give like a quick rundown of the products, whether I like them or I don't like them. The bronzer and the highlight, yeah, I like. As long as you give a light hand to the bronzer, you can't really go wrong. The highlight is a nice shade. It just gives you a nice glow, but it's not too in your face. I would say it is a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. Maybe not an exact dupe because Charlotte Tilbury makeup is on another level. It's something else. But this is nice. I like it. So yeah, Ellie, I like it. Just go really careful with the bronze. You don't want to look like a muddy mess like I did. But yeah, I like this. I would recommend that. The eyeshadow palette, like I said earlier, it's actually a really nice, cheap drugstore eyeshadow palette. I think if you're on a budget, this is fine. It gives you a nice range of neutrals to play with. The pigments are there. They're not like too fantastic, but they're there. It gives you a look, and you know, as long as you play with it and get a feel for this palette, I think you would like it. It's not the worst. I have tried worse that has been more expensive. So I think, you know, for this, I like it. Not my fave, but I like it. The liquid eyeliner, this has got to be one of my favourite eyeliners for a long time. I think the last one I actually really enjoyed was the e.l.f. one a few years ago. I really enjoyed that. This is kind of on that level. Really enjoy that. The mascara. Pants. Absolutely pants. There was nothing there. Did nothing for my eyelashes. It was literally dry as a bone, which I don't get. Like, even if I opened it like before, I've had mascaras that I've opened and then a year later I've gone back and it's still okay. Like, yes, you probably wouldn't want to put it on your eyes because, you know, bacteria gets in there, but it hadn't dried out, whereas this was just dry as a bone, so that was naff. The lip gloss was a really nice silky smooth gloss with some nice shimmer in it. It's not too heavy. Like I said, it was quite heavy sticky, but it's more heavy silky. And actually once it's been on your lips for a few minutes, the heaviness sort of dies down. And actually, I do like this, especially once the smell has gone. But yeah, I like that. The setting spray is nice, but it does leave you looking very dewy. I'm probably going to have to powder again in a little while because I can already see on my forehead I look quite shiny, which for me never happens. My skin is normally too dry to look shiny, so I think it could give you a really nice sun-kissed glow in the summertime. So I think it is actually, it's fine, it's nice, but you only need a little bit because you will just end up painting yourself gold, because there are gold glitter things in here. But it's nice, I'm not mad at it. But overall, I do quite like the W7 makeup products I have tried. They do seem really nice. I'm quite happy with them. Yeah, I think they're a good cheaper alternative. Like if you really want to get some makeup but you haven't got the budget, go for W7, because I think most of the products you would be quite happy with. Obviously you do have to try them out yourself and see how you feel with them, but you know, for the price, I don't think it's too bad. I think I would use them again. I'm going to put them in my collection. I mean, the primer, my Smashbox one, is nearly out, so I will probably bring that one in. And actually for the summer months, it's probably not going to be a bad idea, because you want a really nice sunny dewy look in the summer. So I think the primer and the setting spray are going to go well together. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my look today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe leave me a comment. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.